Good morning, and welcome to day 31 on the AT. My name is Mosey, and this is rissaroams. We got into camp like at 4 o'clock. No, it was way earlier than that. Before 3 o'clock yesterday, and I literally just laid down on the ground. I'm so tired. We ate dinner by 5 o'clock. I was in my tent by 6, and I was asleep by 7:30, and I slept until my alarm went off this morning at 5 a.m. Such a good night's sleep. Definitely needed. Looking forward to zeroing in hot springs. Your girl needs it. Starting out early this morning because it is supposed to rain again, so we're trying to get as many miles in before the rain comes. I've got about 10 and a half miles to Hot Springs, so doing the last 0.3 up Bluff Mountain right now. We stayed at Phil's Gap last night, and then just gotta roll down the mountain. I heard that sunrise from Bluff Mountain is beautiful, so let's see if I catch some of it. All right. Oh, haven't really updated you guys at all this morning. I've been out here for a couple hours. Still waking up. I'm not a morning person, but I do like getting up and going early, getting some miles in the cool of the day, but I'm tired. I'm very looking forward to this zero in Hot Springs. My body needs it. My mind needs it. Yeah, I'm tired, but I'm doing okay. I know some people will probably say I'm platinum blazing this trail, or, there are those people who say, oh, you're not actually hiking the AT because you're staying at hostels all the time. And I have to say, I really didn't anticipate staying places as often as I have. It just turns out that every time I'm about to come into a town, it's also raining, and it's really hard not to go get warm and dry when you're soaking wet. And it's supposed to be raining for the next 5 days. I will be hiking in the rain after my zero. I'm not staying any more than that. But yeah. And I have also just been so fortunate. Like, I really, I didn't plan to stay in the Knock, really, but because Andrew, who watches the channel, he's a trail angel, paid for everyone's stay at Chica and Sunsets the night I was there. I stayed at the Knock. I had planned on staying at the Fontana Hilton instead of, which is a shelter, instead of staying at the Village there, but Tom had an extra bed and let me crash, which worked so well since my parents had to come up and bring me shoes. So thank you again to Tom. Haven't seen him in a while, but miss him for sure. And then actually I was already going to be staying in Hot Springs for 2 nights, but my friend Michael, who lives in the area, he's supporting me some through North Carolina, Virginia, if I need anything. He's willing to help me out. And he actually paid for my stay in Hot Springs, which was so kind, as like a 1 month celebration. You know, he told me to get some good rest. Y'all will probably meet him if he's not camera shy. He will be coming out this weekend to say hello, and then I think he will join us on our hike Sunday in that terrible weather. God bless him for coming out. But yeah, so everyone who knows me knows that I'm the cryingest person that you've ever met. But if you were to ask why I cry most out here, I cry at breathtaking views and sunrises, and I cry at encouragement. My best friend just texted me. Thanks, Deanna. Another one of those moments that I don't really want to put on camera, but this is my journal, and this is what I'm thinking and processing right now. So if you don't like emotions, sorry, deal with it. Watch another channel. Yeah, I don't know. I have just received so much love and support from literally everyone, for the most part, over the last year, or less than a year, but as I've planned and set out on this journey, and I don't know, those texts saying, you know, how much people love and care for you and are rooting for you. It just really mean a lot. There have been a couple times in my life I've dealt with depression, and you know, I felt like no one cared or would notice whether or not I was around, even my own friends, and that was never true. That was just my brain. But yeah, I'm just really thankful that I am at a place in my life where I know that I'm loved and supported. I am thankful to my brain for believing it, and I am thankful to the people in my life who tell me. Made it a pretty good distance before the rain started. I'm just starting to feel a few sprinkles. Should be in Hot Springs in about 2 hours. Not too bad. Gonna put the phone away, and I'll see you guys when I get there. Well, update since the last time I updated you. It's been an hour. So I have about an hour left to Hot Springs. Still hasn't started raining yet. I'm nervous to say that. It's okay. I think I could handle 2 miles downhill in the rain if it comes, but it's looking pretty promising right now. Ooh, mountain laurel. So I am having a little bit of shoulder pain today, which is new. I haven't had that yet. I will say my pack has definitely been wearing on me, which we have had some pretty intense uphills, so I'm gonna partially blame it on that. But I do think getting the bear can back after the Smokies, I'm feeling it more than I thought I would. I didn't feel any change in weight really going from having it to not, but I can feel a bit of a difference with it being back. That being said, even though it's uncomfortable right now, I'll get used to it again, and I still would rather have this slightly heavier pack than deal with finding a bear hang. I got to camp yesterday in the afternoon. I was exhausted because I hadn't had much sleep and I'd hiked almost 13 miles. But like, I was watching other people roll in later and trying to find like a place for their bag and throwing their line. I have a terrible arm, so I know it would have taken me 3 times as long as it took them. Yeah, so I don't regret the bear can. It is so much easier. I would never have taken a bag through the Smokies if it hadn't been for the fact that bear cans still have to be hung, and there are cables at all of the shelters and campsites except for Davenport. In case you didn't know, there's no way to hang your food at Davenport. So yeah. Oh, onward. I can see hot springs. Almost there. So excited to relax for the next day or so. I think we made it to Laughing Heart. Woot woot. I have the semi-private room here at Laughing Heart Hostel. Snagged this bed. Super happy with this choice. Love that I have the cubbies. Yes, also found some permethrin in a hiker box, which I was planning on buying here anyway, because I have several new clothing items that haven't been treated yet. Woo woo. Just walked around Hot Springs, got a pizza at Vinyl Pies. Super excited meeting the gang at the brewery. Just a little recap of what happened the rest of this day in Hot Springs. So yeah, we went to the brewery, hung out, had lunch, and then we went to Artisans, the coffee shop, and got something, and then headed over to the Hot Springs and did a soak, and that was so nice, and I felt so much better afterwards. I'm so thankful that the 4 of us were able to go do that. And then afterwards, my friend Michael came to visit, and we went and got ice cream back at Artisans, the coffee shop. But then another really fun thing, as I was sitting in Chicken Little and Fat Bottom Burl's room, it was across the hall from the shared room that I had. I was sitting there, and then I see a guy walk in my room, and I look over and I'm like, pizza bastard? So we ran into each other once again. We were roommates at Laughing Heart Hostel, which was so good to like get to talk to him, hear his story a little bit, and share some of mine. We stayed up way too late talking, but yeah, that was really cool, and I'm glad that we had that time together. He's way faster than me, so you know, we won't be hiking together, but yeah, he says I'm one of his trail daughters, and so happy to have gotten to catch up with him in Hot Springs for sure.
Doesn't seem to work long. I don't know. It might be.